दीपक सर नमस्कार.
नमस्कार.
And
Sir,
how are you,
namaskar.
sir? Namaskar. So you can start your class, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, ଭଲ ଅଛନ୍ତି?
ହଁ ସାର୍ ଭଲ ଅଛି.
We have only 5 people join the class right now.
No issue, sir. You can start your class.
Okay. Hello, students. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to this class that we are going to start today with our introduction to MSW-2. That is Professional Social Work, Indian Perspective. I think someone is talking out there. I request all the students to uh, put your mics off unless you are asked to speak something or you need to speak something. You are requested to put your mics off so that it doesn't create any nuisances in the class. Students, yes, I hope you get what I speak. Students, is it visible that I'm sharing something, I'm presenting something? Is that visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Do you see the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Can someone start reading what is written on the screen?
Sir, welcome to online classes precisely
Yeah,
dealing with MSW-2 Professional Social Work Indian Perspective by Mr. Deepak Naik, approved academic counselor, School of Social Work, Indira Gandhi National Open University.
thank you, thank you. It's exactly that what I'm sharing to you. I'm happy that we are able to sort out the Hello,
Yes, sir.
student.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
sir, something happened to my laptop. That's why it
No
was
issue,
just.
no issue.
Oh, so I came back through the mobile.
Go
Okay, I'm
ahead.
sorry for the interruption.
Go ahead,
Due
sir.
to some technical problem. Okay, so students, uh, as I was speaking to you earlier in this class, we are to discuss the professional social work that was that is MSW-2 professional social work, uh, an Indian perspective. Indian perspective. So, in this topic, we are given with some interesting this one themes or subjects or topics to cover uh, in the paper. Uh, One of the most interesting one is how social work as a profession, how social work as a profession got evolved uh, with different stages of time in India. Students, before going deep into the specific topic of this paper, let me have some refreshing this one, recall to your beginning of social work in the previous this one papers, that is maybe MSW previous course, that is maybe MSW-1. You have gone through the concept of social work. I think many of you and all of you, hopefully, all of you have gone through the concept of social work. You by now you are expected to be very clear about the concept of social work. Before heading forward, let me ask the students, are you all, those who are present today in this class, comfortable with English as I expect?
Yes, sir. I am
Or,
comfortable, sir.
yes, if anyone has any problem while speaking through, you can just feel free. You can feel free to ask me to explain the things again, because this is a platform where we are to guide you for easier pursuing of the course. Okay, whatever difficulties you face while studying this course, you are very welcome to share with us so that we can find helping support. We are, as academic counselors, we are expected to give you hand-holding support while reading your materials, whatever is provided to you relevant to this course, this particular course. So you never hesitate to ask. Of course, I will give you time and space where you will come forward with your different types of questions relating to your doubts or problems, clarifications with regard to your pursuance of the course. So don't worry. After continuous discussion for some time, we will have a space of time that I will award to you, so that you are able to ask and clarify your doubts, whatever you have. Please note them in your paper, or note them in your copy, so that you get cleared your doubt, whatever you have relating to this course. So don't worry. we will make it easy to learn better things, whatever is provided under this class. So, students, once again, to brief, uh, please hold on and ask whatever doubts and clarification you need to do in this class. And I will, in every class, I will provide you some space of time so that you are able to clear your doubts. Okay. And especially with regard to language or any concept, thematic problems, you can just ask me when you are given time, and be ready for that. And I also, before starting this class, I also request my dear students to uh, come to the class prepared. Make some preparation, because you are not given a regular this one attention and throughout the year when you pursue the course under distance education. For distance education, we must have some this one personal culture of learning. Okay, personal and individual culture of learning, so that we are able to make the maximum optimum of whatever opportunities or resources we have been given. So for you are in contact with your teacher with regard to theoretical classes for a very limited period. Just 4 classes, for only 4 classes are not adequate for you to get through the entire course under MSW-2. But this is the time where you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to get your doubts cleared by your learn academic counselor. So for that, what you have to do is you have to go through the materials during these days, or you are expected to go through the matter even prior to your classes, online classes as we have today, so that your doubts are very ready for you to get them up to the teacher, or get them up to the counselor, so that your problems in understanding, or your problems in this one covering, or your problems with regard to anything relevant to the course, in this case MSW-2, you can have an opportunity to understand it better. Because as you know, in this platform we may not be able to cover everything, uh, uh, and each one very comprehensively, very extensively. We cannot do that. That is not even viable. Okay, so what we do, we go with the problems. If you have done your homework adequately, if you are even engaging, involving yourself in understanding the subject during, at least during these days, what you will have to do is uh, you have to go through the material and come with some preparation, so that you are, whatever is spoken to you, you are able to understand. That is first. Then whatever is not spoken to you, okay, not spoken to you, you can even raise the question and try to understand them. So once again, I request you, during these days, at least these 4 days, please involve yourself to get maximum understanding, grasping of the subject by your complete involvement, because you are not asked to involve yourself all through the year. And of course, I understand that you have gone through the material to prepare your assignments, okay, under each course and each paper. Still, and you must make an effort to this one raise your problems in this platform so that we will be able to touch them, so that you are not you don't continue to remain in the darkness of understanding. Okay, this is what we are doing, counseling to our students. Okay, so to start with the discussion of the specific topic under MSW course 2, MSW course 2, um, yes, uh, we have um, 4 blocks, okay, as content of the subject. Let me give you some preliminary idea about this one, the MSW course. And if any one of you have the course with you now, you can even go through and to understand. We have 4 blocks. Under block 1, we are to see the evolution of social work profession in India. Under block 1, we are to see evolution of social work in India, if I particularly remember. Then we have second block that is associated with social work practice in the perspective of religious social work practice in India. Okay, how different religions, and the basic tenets of religions guided social work practice in India all through the history of social work development, okay, in the country. So then uh, the subject goes like this. First, we can deal with the first block of this one, professional social work today. That is uh, evolution of social work practice in India. Under evolution of social work practice in India, we have even given different sub themes. Okay, sub themes like you see your state and social work practice, state and social work practice in India, state and social work practice in India. Before discussing the subject in particular context, I feel it's a genuine need to tell you that or ask a question: what is state? When we utter this word state in the context of any practice or any this one program development or anything, what do we understand by state? State means the ruling dispensation. Okay, the people who are associated with the rulers of the country, rulers, those who manage the affairs of governance in a country or several countries. Okay, in Indian case, we can understand the government. In the current context, it is the government, or including all the government mechanisms and institutions that provide us service together constitute state. And state has the responsibility, state or government has the responsibility, for social welfare of the people. So when we talk about state, uh, in the history of social work, you must have read social work started in India. When? When did social work start in India? Anyone has any idea about this? Students, how can we mark the beginning of social work? Okay, in the world, let us say in the world, when social work started. Yeah, in order to understand the evolution of social work, I feel we must start from the very rudimentary form of social work practice that was started uh, in the beginning of human civilization. If you have gone through the problems of concept of social work, the concept of social work says, basic concept of social work says, it's a practice, it's a profession. Okay, social work is a practice or a profession. Okay, or you can say it is a very rudimentary practice that is used or in which, okay, human problems are dealt with by using some specific tested approaches, methods, and techniques to solve human problems, to solve human problems or social problems. Okay, human problems or social problems. Of course, if that this definition particularly doesn't this one say that um, problem is must for social work practice. In the recent years, social work has transformed itself, expanded itself to become a developmental activity. That means preventive activities, development activities, and preventive activities. So, in this case, social work foresees that if we don't prevent some of the problems beforehand, then these problems may arise. Okay, if we want to this one prevent the future criminals, we have to educate them today. We have to educate them today. So foreseeing the future problems, social work also tries to address some of the future problems through present intervention, that is called preventive social work. In this case, the problem has not yet come and we are trying to solve them. And social work also tries to intervene on development activities, human development, so that future problems or suffering of human beings don't come to them. Okay, don't touch them. So development and preventive activities are intervened without problems. And rudimentarily, the understanding says the social work particularly is dealing with the need of the people or problems of the people by using different tested approaches, methods, and tools which are already tested and verified and said to be working properly. Okay, that, that uses them, and particularly the methods and tools and techniques are related to human relationship, social relationship. When social relationship, the methods related to social relationships are used very consciously and very professionally used to solve different problems and attend different needs of human being, that is social work. And this as a professional practice started only in the this one mid towards the end of 19th century, towards the end of 19th century, somewhere like 1897 or 1898 1890s re social work practice started. It started in this one Europe and America. Okay, simultaneously in different places. Okay, it started as a professional practice, or professional practices started, practice of social work started in the 90s of 18th century. 90s of 18th sorry, sorry, 1890s, 1890s, in the last decades of 19th century. Okay, so, but as a simple practice, as a simple practice, it is age old, both in the Western countries and in India. Social work practice is as old as this one, human civilization. Even in the remotest past, there are instances where people used to help. When human beings started living together in the agricultural land for cultivation, in communities, in the caves near around water, they started living together, and where there was attack of beast, some people came together and saved the people. When there were instances of flood and other problems, people came about to help, came together to support the people who were affected. And these were the simplest ways of social work, social work practice. Then slowly, this one, there was agreement between different feuds means some chieftains, tribal chieftains, leaders, some local leaders came up, and leaders were this one, taking the responsibility to help the people when they were in different kinds of problems. And in the agrarian society, this was about communitarian society. That was the first kind of society when people started living in villages and small hamlets together. Then later on, in agrarian society, there was cases of crop failure. There were cases of this one, famines. Okay, famines. There were cases of floods. So there were cases of beast attacks. In these cases, there were cases of epidemics. In those situations, some people, some people with pro-social attitude came forward and helped the people in need, needy people, and people those who were this one handicapped or diseased, those were or helped, also helped by the people, those who were strong and those who were well off. And that was a simple activity of social work. That was simple activity of social work. That was, of course, not professional, but simple activity of social work. Then slowly, in the after the agrarian period, what happened? Kingship came. Kingship came. Slowly, in the agrarian period, kingship and feudalism came. Kings also took some responsibility. Kings in India, in the case of India, kings, some of the earliest kings like Bimbisara, who ruled India during this one, uh, the third century BC. In the third century BC, he uh, prioritized prioritized the welfare of people and established a very good and strong system, pro people administrative system for good governance. He wanted to reach out to the people, those who were needy, and he uh, dug many this one water resources. Okay, he made many water resources so that people could do agriculture, uh, so that people do not have to Adishan, face the problems like crop failure and famines and epidemics.
due to scarcity of water. So he tried to construct many water this one bodies, artificial water bodies across his this one kingdom. He was known for that. That was the earliest trace of social work practiced by the kingship or kings. Then after him, Asoka, who also as a benevolent king, he also expanded his social service activities to the people, and during his time during his rule, it was felt that praja sukhe sukhenam raja. There was a saying, this is how this one, the happiness of the people is happiness of the king, real happiness of the king. So kings were guided by this ideal, and they helped the people uh, in different ways when people were affected by this one different kinds of disasters, epidemics, and then crop failure, famines. During the I'm speaking about the agrarian society and later agrarian society. Kings came forward to help people in different time of problems. Then Osaka did a lot of things about this. He started for this one planting trees on the roadside so that travelers and people who travel in the sunshine are not faced with the uh, harsh of the sunshine in the summer days. He also this one dug wells on the roadside so that the people, those who walk, those days there was no conveyance. The people used to walk miles and miles, hundreds of miles together. That's why he dug wells, and he also appointed some people for very formal way uh, to look after the welfare of people. And religion touched a different height in his rule under his dispensation. Ashoka and many other kings after him also took a special interest in doing different things for the people. So this is how different kings took special interest in social work practice. Then, of course, that was not professional practice with distinct methods, tools, and techniques, but there was a touch of social work philosophy in this activities of kings. Then, the other agency of social work practice was uh, temple and many religious places. Many religious places. Okay, many religious places also took this one special interest in this one social work practice, particularly during the medieval India. Even before that, during the Vedic period, religions also played a crucial role in taking main role in the happiness of the people altogether. Yajnas were offered in the river banks so that they believed that through these yajnas, God this one really helped people from all natural calamities. And during yajnas, people in thousands and thousands of numbers, lakhs of numbers used to gather in the river bank and offer this one yajnas, and poor people were provided even some alms. And charities or religious charities also started in different religious institutions and religious associations. Okay, religious associations. Of course, we will see all these this one in detail in another block, another paper under this course, MSW-2. There is a special course dedicated to discuss on particularly on the contribution of religion on this one social work practice in evolution of social work practice in India. Okay, we will look at them. Just I am precisely briefly I'm giving some glance so that you relate them and read the material to get into the topic. Okay, then religious this one religion and um, religious institutions also conducted social work practice. And then of course during the medieval period, even religious the influence of religious institutions and associations like including your this one, Hindus, um, Muslims, Islamism. People dominated the country. Islam rulers, Muslim rulers dominated the country during the medieval period in the Sultanate. They uh, undertook different social, even different kinds of charity works for the people. Um, Under Sultanate. Um, they tried to bring some social reform activities as well, reform activities for the well-being of the people. Of course, there were some specific problems also emerged in the society during the medieval period and even prior to that, but to some extent, to their capacity, they tried to address some of the social problems that emerged during the medieval period, during this one Sultanate and Mughal rule. Okay, Mughal rule. That in detail, of course, we will discuss in the following classes. Okay, following classes. And um, this one uh, after Sultanate, British came to India after a medieval period, medieval towards the end of medieval period. Slowly there was this one uh, British occupation of India. Under the British government also, we British period is highly recognized for its exploitation and this one extrapolation of resources from India to Britain. Nevertheless, they took some interest in some social services, social work activities through education, um, through health services, okay, dispensaries, medical facilities, health services, and some community development programs and different other activities, tribal development, and many other activities in India. They took a special interest in education and empowerment of the people in certain backward region of India. If you see in the eastern belt, northeastern belt, seven sister states like starting from your Assam, Manipur, Tripura, Nagaland, then Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, all these tribal belt, but this one particularly tribal belts were acquired by the Christian missionaries under the this one British rule. During the British rule, there was infiltration of Christian missionaries who targeted the underdeveloped areas and tried to under the this one, though it is said that there were some this one there were some malign activities for religious conversion, but also some people were really spirited to liberate people from different kinds of problems, and they actually uh, took care of some of the most backward people living in the backward areas, and they supported people in their education, enlightened them, that we can see in some of the this one, tribal uh, wherever we look at in India. They established some very good educational institutes and health facilities. Sorry, health facilities, and some kind of social work practice also continued through the British rule. Britishers as a state or the government, Britishers as state or government also this one, supported some kind of social work and the country. Then after that, after the Britishers and simultaneously during the British Empire in India, also some with the help of some of the social reformers and devel- social reformers, social reformers helped and pushed the British government, pressurized the British government to undertake some welfare activities, and they uh, took the welfare of the people forward with different with involvement in different kinds of welfare activities. Of course, today I'm not specifically and extensively dealing with this one, the details of these things, because I was prepared with my laptop, and there was a different kinds of kind of an experience today. Immediately, what happened, I don't know. My laptop has okay, gone to sleep, and I'm not able to see the material that I had prepared for you through PPT. I wanted to give you those PPT, a view of those PPTs, as I had started already. I'm sorry for that. I will sort it out for the next class. I hope you understand the technicality of this thing. So, I'm just giving you some overview of how social work evolved from simple helping activity to this one, social service, then social welfare, then social reform activities, then it was promoted to development activities. Then after that, development reform act yes before yes reform Gandhian social work after the advent of Gandhi and other social reformers in India. Reform activity also it was done in India. Then after that, it was developed as right-based integrated development activity under 5-year plans, different 5-year plans after the independence. Then it was developed as right-based activity. Some right-based activities started during the this one end of 20th century. I mean 1990s, when there was an awareness of human rights and other rights for the people. Rights movement were there. right-based activity was done under social work. Social work also influenced by these activities. Then slowly it moved towards empowerment activity. Now we are in the stage of empowerment activity of social work. Under the current situation, current stage, all the people, all the organizations, the country or the state or government, and that is national, state, and international governments are trying to empower people, capacitate people, so that they are able to help themselves, so that they are able to they should reach to the standard living of life. So there is much to the context. Now we are undergoing this one empowerment stage of social work practice all over the world. So this is after the British period. Coming back to the sequence, after the British period, after independence of India, 5-year plan was start, and there was some development oriented approach for the welfare of the society, how state or government took different initiatives for development of the people through different development approach under 5-year plan. Okay, 5-year plans. Then later on it was um, the, in the even in the 5-year plan, integrated approach or integrated development plan was also adopted by the state. Integrated development approach was uh, introduced around the 70s and 80s and 90s. Integrated development approach was adopted, where different interdisciplinary and interdepartmental services were integrated, and a different dimension of this one human problems were connectively addressed. Okay, connectively addressed. That's how integrated approach was followed. Then of course within this, before coming to your right based approach, there was an approach that just started with the advent of this one 21st century. That was participatory development, where people's participation was given importance before this empowerment approach. Okay, before empowerment approach, there was a context of participatory approach of the government, where participation of people, participatory approach, or democratic approach, or bottom up approach. So planning and development, and this intervention should start from the grassroots level. People at the local level should they should plan the programs, and they should participate to the maximum level to they should uh, conduct the social work, conduct the development activities. This approach even influenced the this one, intervention of social work. So social work always moved with um, this one coherence of the state activity, and state also adopted different social welfare and social service and social development practices with these progressive approaches. We can say the approach of social work practices progress from a simple activity, rudimentary activity of helping people in the time of need, to the present empowerment approach through different stages, different progressive stages. There was a progress from one stage to the other according to the need of the time and the looking into the resources available. The state always took care of social work practice. There was important role of state in providing social work. A push through every stage in each stage of its development or evolution. I hope now by now you have at least understood how the state or the government at different stages, government or the ruling dispensation, how ruling or rulers at different points of time supported social work to evolve. Okay, supported social work to evolve into the present stage. Okay, up to the present stage in India. But it is said, it is very true that social work has not reached its professional stage in India. Very often, scholars and learned people in social work claim that social work in India is still to reach its full-fledged professional level. It has not got full professional status in India. I hope, by the way, students, you understand what is professional, what does professional social work mean? Any of you, do you have this one? Have you understood what is professional social work mean? Students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You have some, do you have some understanding on when we can call, okay, at least what is a profession? As a counselor or as a teacher of social work, this is my duty when I am speaking to you about professional social work, evolution of professional social work, Indian perspective. I must tell you, I must make you understand what is professional social work. Yes, you know what is profession when we call discipline or occupation a profession.
Sir, profession, as I understand, it means the subject or the area which I am interested and I am working on.
Yes, good. Anyone has any second thought about it? Thank you, Prashant Babu.
Sir.
Anyone has any second thought about profession? Professional social work comes from profession, huh? Profession. So, yes, it is Prasad Babu. It is one of the, of course, one of the important trait. Whatever you have said, spoken. This one, if I'm interesting and I am working on a particular field, then that is my profession. You are right about that, but it is a very small part of what exactly social work what exactly a profession embraces, huh? Uh, Simply speaking to you students, make it clear, don't forget this, because it in your life it may, we are using all of us, we use hundred of times this the term profession, but sometimes we, of course, it is very normal, very natural that we use the term very loosely. But as we are discussing today, I am going to tell you that as a professional, you are budding professionals now. You are entering into a new profession, and you are being taught about professional practice. So now onwards, I hope that you understand perfectly understand what is profession. You understand, I know you have some understanding about profession, but you should have a more perfect understanding of the profession. So let me tell you, it is important, you must know, I feel, as a profession, because whenever you go to attend any interview or discuss something with people in the field, people, even when you roam around your street, people and your relatives, when they ask what have you studied, if you say I have studied social work, we are not able to while getting through the concept of social work, when we say profession, people may ask what is profession. So if we are not very clear about it, we may be at bay. Okay, we may be confused. That's why I want to clear this confusion today. Please be careful to get it, that profession is an occupation. As Prasant Babu has rightly pointed out, it is an occupation. Okay, occupation. But every occupation cannot be profession. Every profession can be occupation, but uh, every profession is before getting into profession, one has to get through the stage of occupation. Okay, occupation. So any occupation. Okay, now question comes: what is occupation? Any occupation that that any occupation that is practiced by a certain set of people, that has its own body of knowledge. Okay, its own body of systematic knowledge. Say profession ko practice kariba pai. Okay, in order to practice that profession, there must be a set of body of knowledge, including the philosophy, principles, methods, and scope, everything together. When a occupation has its own body of knowledge to guide the people, the guide the practice under its belt, this is one of the most important criteria, that is a systematic body of knowledge. It should be practiced by a set of people, okay, those who are learned in that particular occupation, and it should have a body of systematic body of knowledge. Number three, it must have a training or education program of its own, in university training or educational program. It must have its own education process or education or training program. Okay, then a profession must have also a set of code of ethics. Okay, what should be included in the profession, what should not be included in the profession, what should don'ts and do's and don'ts of the profession should be coded. Okay, coded. That is another criteria or another characteristics of a profession. Then professional organization. Okay, the profession must have, as in the first point I said, some people, some set of people, that means some professional organization. Okay, professional organization should be there. That occupation, the people who practice that particular occupation should have an association. An association. You see, now can you tell me some examples of professions, now popular professions, you know? Can you students give me take me to some of the professions? Professions like medical science, medical, okay, medicine, law, engineering, all these are very popular. Nursing, All these are very popular professions. Okay, and if you go down and see, all these professions must have these characteristics, all these criteria. You can say these criteria. I have spoken to you 5 criteria. Okay, five criteria, and sixth one is social recognition. Okay, we have almost all of them except one. Social work has almost all the characteristics. Some of them are in very advanced stage, and some of them are in this one okay, developing stage, and this one uh, this one is left, that is social recognition. This one each profession must have a social recognition. When we say about medical profession, we immediately understand. Doctor means we understand what he has to do, and what are the function, role and function of a doctor, and area of work, and immediately some particular picture comes to our mind. Then when we speak about lawyer, we immediately understand particular people and their role and function and their power and prestige in the society. At once we are able to relate them certain knowledge. Okay, but social work, when we speak about social work, that is where we have to stumble, and people are not able to, even those who have done their MSW are not able to speak what is social work profession, what is its basic concept, what is the professional status, what are the principles, what are the philosophies, and what are the methods, and what this one actually it signifies in the social system. Usually we are not able to tell, and people, when you ask, interestingly, I have heard people saying, oh, social work mane se jo jhadu kariya loko gudako. Sometimes people identify us like that. Social work means ସେଇ ଯୋଉ ଝାଡୁ କରିବା ଲୋକ, ଓ ସେଇ ଯୋଉ survey କରିବା ଲୋକ. This is how we are identified. On the other hand, ଯୋଉମାନେ ଓକେ ମାନେ ସାନିଟେସନ ଉପରେ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଭଲେଣ୍ଟିୟର୍ସ, ଓକେ, ପ୍ରଥମେ social work ମଧ୍ୟ ଗୋଟେ level ରେ voluntary activity ମଧ୍ୟ ଥିଲା, and till today it also exists as voluntary activity, but that we cannot say professional social work. We cannot regard it as a professional social work. It is voluntary social work, and there is a large difference between voluntary social work and professional social work. In order to call social work a profession or professional social work, must have at least these six criteria. Okay, these 6 criteria are very important for professional social work, and not only social work as a profession, but any profession that calls itself a profession must have all these 6 criteria. I hope you remember all these criteria and never forget. When you speak about a profession, these 6 criteria are most important. I mean, they are must. Okay, you should be able to relate them with this 6 criteria. Okay, these 6 criteria. You should not forget this. Then, yes, I hope you understand now. By now, you have understood this one meaning and concept of professional social work. So, as I said, we have systematic body of knowledge. Okay, we have systematic body of knowledge. Number one, that is number one characteristics. We have this one, university training and education for this, but in Odisha we have only self finance courses. It is not like regular courses everywhere. So still in that respect, it needs some development to reach to the professional status in Odisha. In many states in India, we have at least this course in different universities. Then third point, what I said. Anyone has noted it?
Must have some code of ethics.
Yes, it must have some set of code of ethics. Social work has also guided by the this one, international international association of international council of social schools of social work, that is international professional social organization of sorry, professional organization of social work, that really helps our Indian professional social work. We have a set of code of ethics for social workers in India. Code of ethics for social workers in India, and there are certain do's and don'ts for social workers. Okay, so, but still we require some work to have a perfect code of ethics, very advanced one. That's why we are in developing stage in that respect. Then the fourth one, Prasant Babu.
Sir, social recognition.
No, I hope that was the last one.
सर ମୁଁ ଏତିକି note କରିଛି ଆଜ୍ଞା.
Then fourth one is university training. Then
First ହେଲା sir systematic body of knowledge. Second ହେଲା university training and education program. Third ହେଲା must have some sector code of ethics. ଏବେ ସାର୍ social recognition ତା ଭିତରେ ଗୋଟେ ଛାଡି ଦେଇଛି.
professional organization. Okay,
ଆଜ୍ଞା.
professional organization or professional association, ଯେମିତି medical council of India,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଯେମିତି bar association. Okay,
ସାର୍ ସାର୍
law ର bar association ଅଛି, engineers association ଅଛି ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ. ହଁ,
ସାର୍
ସେମିତି MCI, medical council of India, professional associations ଅଛନ୍ତି ନା, ସେମିତି
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆମର ବି ଗୋଟେ professional association ଅଛି. Okay,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
National Schools of Social Work in India, NASFI, National Association of Schools of Schools of Social Work in India, NASFI. That is professional organization of social work in India. Okay, I'm a member to that too. Okay, so professional organization. Then I said this one, social recognition. Okay, social recognition. These are very vital, this one important criteria of every profession, and social work also has this criteria. I hope those who are listening to me today should not forget this criteria, very important. While any profession you assess, or when you call yourself professional, how you are linking yourself, how you are relating yourself with these criteria should reflect. Okay, so just before this, we saw this one, role of state or rulers or the governance or the governments at different points of time, different times in its history, have differently supported social work practice for its evolution, and we also saw how in different ways social work has this one moved from step to step, from a simple helping activity, human helping activity, simple voluntary human helping activity, to a empowerment activity now. Okay, empowerment activity in India at through different stages, that also with the help of, with the promotion of, with the under the aegis of uh, different ruling dispensations at different points of time. We have seen that. Then of course we will see religions and contribution of different religions to social work practice in India. That we will see in the next one. Students, before that, uh, I must take some questions from the students of clarification in general nature. We can have some discussion on and take some problems there. Okay, students, any of you want to ask any questions related to what we are discussing now? You are welcome. Any questions, queries, clarifications, or any suggestions as well? Of course, before that, let me tell you, today I could not put up my presentation due to some technical error in my laptop. I don't know what happened to it. Still, I have to look. I think in the next class, I will come to you with PPTs if everything goes well. Okay. So
Okay,
that
sir.
you can see the discussion on your screen. Okay. Yes. So Situsma, you wanted to ask something?
Yes, sir. Sir, practical କେମିତି କରିବୁ? Practical.
Practical field work, huh?
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆଚ୍ଛା,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
practical ଆପଣ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି?
No, sir.
କେବେ admission?
ଏଇ ବର୍ଷ
ଏଇ ବର୍ଷ ଜୁଲାଇରେ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଜୁଲାଇରେ ହେଲେ ଆପଣ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ହେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲରେ ଦୁଇଟା ଜର୍ନାଲ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଇୟରରେ ରହୁଛି। ଓକେ, ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଇୟରରେ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ କାମ କରିବାକୁ ହେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଜଣେ ଟ୍ରେନ୍ଡ କାଉନସିଲର ଦରକାର ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ ପାଇଁ, ସୁପରଭାଇଜର, ଫିଲ୍ଡ ସୁପରଭାଇଜର। ଓକେ, ଦରକାର।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆପଣ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଗୋଟେ ଏଜେନ୍ସି ଦେଖିବେ ଯିଏକି different social development କାମରେ involve ଥିବ। ଓକେ, ସେଇଗୁଡାକ ହେଲେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଶୁଣୁଛନ୍ତି that this question is addressed for all of you who are listening to me now.
Again,
So
sir.
you must select some social welfare agency, maybe social welfare agency. If you are interested in medical social work, that may be hospital, or if you are interested in industrial social work, you can go for some industries also, those who are yes, taking interns. ଏମିତି ବହୁତ ସାରା agencies in different fields you can take. ବିଶେଷ କରି MSW ଛୁଆ ମାନେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜ NGOs ଗୁଡାକୁ ନଉଛନ୍ତି। ତ ସେ କୋଉଠି ଗୋଟେ କଥା ହେଇକି either you can take by yourself, ଭାବେ ଯେ ମୁଁ ଏଠି 40 ଦିନ ପାଇଁ ଟିକେ ମୋର ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି, MSW କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି, ଆପଣ ମତେ ଅନୁମତି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ବୋଲି ତାଙ୍କୁ ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରିବେ ଯଦି ଚିହ୍ନା ଅଛନ୍ତି। ନହେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉମାନେ ନେଟୱାର୍କରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝିକି ଆପଣ ଇଏ କରିପାରିବେ। ଅଦରୱାଇଜ ଆଟ୍ ଦ ୱର୍ଷ୍ଟ କେସ୍ ଇଭେନ ଇଗ୍ନୋ ବି ଆପଣ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିପାରିବ କୋଉଠିକି ଯିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। तो तापर सिलेक्शन हला परे आपण गोटे एप्लिकेशन देबे इग्नू को जे मु अमुक सुपरवाइजर अंडर रे मोर फील्ड वर्क प्रैक्टिकम करिया को चाहूची मते परमिशन दिया जाओ ओके मते परमिशन दिया जाओ बोली गोटे लेटर कले से माने रेस्पेक्टिव सुपरवाइजर को से माने लेटर कर देबे जे हमें ए स्टूडेंट को आपण को असाइन करूछु या को प्रैक्टिकल वर्क पाई सो प्रैक्टिकम पाई फील्ड वर्क प्रैक्टिकम पाई या को सपोर्ट करंतु बोली इग्नो फील्ड वर्क सुपरवाइजर को हमर अछंती बहुत सारा फील्ड वर्क सुपरवाइजर से असाइन कर देबे असाइन कर देले तांको गाइडेंस रे आपण फर्दर काम गुडा करेंगे आपन को फील्ड वर्क जर्नल लिखार अच्छी 40 दिन रेगुलरली कंकरेंटली विजिट करियार अच्छी ता पूर्वरु 5टा एजेंसी एटलीस्ट डिफरेंट एजेंसीज मु कहउथली जो डिफरेंट फील्ड रो एजेंसीज गुडा को आपण विजिट करिकी ता ऊपर रिपोर्ट लिखार अच्छी तार गोटे फॉर्मेट अच्छी स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मेट अच्छी से फॉर्मेट रे आपन को आग रिपोर्ट लिखार अच्छी तापरे आपण वंस सुपरवाइजर बाच हां कोंतु आपण को वंस सुपरवाइजर बाछिबा परे योर सुपरवाइजर विल गाइड यू थ्रू द फील्ड वर्क
आज्ञा आज्ञा सर
Any questions, students? That was a valid question. Sintu Sima. Very good. Any of you have any kind of problem with regard to this? You can ask me.
सर आ गुड क्वेश्चन
Sure.
सर माने एग्जाम केते मार्क रहबो 100 मार्क रो प्रैक्टिकल केते मार्क रहइबो आ टॉपिक केते मार्क
मु भाबुछि सेठी वर्तमान रिसेंटली किछि चेंज हेइछि तथापि आपणकर जो कोर्स 64 क्रेडिट जदि गोटे रहउछि ताहले दैट शुड बी 100 मार्क्स ओके
आज्ञा
फील्ड वर्क प्रैक्टिकम रे जोठी से मेंशन कर देथिबे आपणकर मैनुअल टा देखि दियो माने प्रोस्पेक्टस टा देखि दियंतु ओके
आज्ञा
प्रोस्पेक्टस देखि देले जानि परिबे सेठी पूरा मार्क डिवीजन लेखा आइछि नुआ प्रोस्पेक्टस टिके देखि देबे ठीक अछि नहले नेक्स्ट क्लास रे जदि मोर लैपटॉप ठीक होउछि then I will share you this one that part जोठी मार्क डिवीजन होउछि सेही पार्ट टा मु शेयर कर देबी एठी
आज्ञा सर
ग्रुप रे
आज्ञा थैंक यू
Any other questions, friend? आउ किछि क्वेश्चन अछि कि
नमस्ते सर, आप इसमें टेढ़े कैसे हो गए? नमस्ते सर।
हां नमस्कार
आपण को स्क्रीन सर ये उल्टा है
स्क्रीन टा एल से भेजे छै आपनकर
स्क्रीन कोन है छी मोर
फास्ट ठीक दिसतिले आपण सेंति ठीक दे करंतु तो
सर अबे वर्टिकल हे जाई हॉरिजॉन्टल थिला एबे स्क्रीन वर्टिकल हे जाई आपनकर
इनफैक्ट मोर मोबाइल रो बैटरी ड्रेन हे गला तो
ओहो
तणु
ଓକେ ଓକେ
ମୁଁ
ଠିକ
ଟିକେ
ଅଛି
ତାକୁ
ସାର୍।
ହରିଜଣ୍ଟାଲ କରିକି ଚାର୍ଜ କରୁଛି, ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ବୋଧେ ସେଇଭଳି ଇଏ ହଉଛି। ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ମୁଁ ମୋବାଇଲରେ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ରେଡି ନଥିଲି, ଲାପଟପ୍ ମତେ ଆଜି ଟିକେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ କରିଦେଲା।
ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ସାର୍।
Yes.
ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ସାର୍ ବହି ଅଛି କି ବୁକ୍ ନା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ବହି ଅଛି କି ସାର୍?
ଇନଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ ମୋର ସଫ୍ଟ କପି ହିଁ ଥିଲା।
ହଁ ଓକେ ନାଇଁ
ଲାପଟପ୍
ଓ
ଟା ଯେହେତୁ ବନ୍ଦ
ଠିକ
ହେଇଯାଇଛି,
ଅଛି ଠିକ ଅଛି ବୁଝେଇ ପାରିଲି।
I am
ମୋ
not
ପାଖରେ
able to
ବହି ନାହିଁ ତ
see.
ସାର୍, ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଥିଲି ବହିର ହେଡିଙ୍ଗ କହିଦେଇଥିଲି, ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ସେ ପିଡିଏଫ ରୁ ଡାଉନଲୋଡ କରିଛି, ସେ ମ୍ୟାଚ୍ କରିପାରିଥାନ୍ତି ଠିକ ଠାକ କରିଛି କି ନାହିଁ ମୁଁ
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ସେଇଟା
ଆଚ୍ଛା।
ଭାବୁଥିଲି। क्योंकि लास्ट डे ମୁଁ କଣ କଲି ଡାଉନଲୋଡ କଲି 002 ସେ ଅଲଗା ବୁକ୍ ଟା ଡାଉନଲୋଡ ହେଇଗଲା, ସେ ଇ ଜ୍ଞାନ କୋର୍ସ ଭୁଲ ଟା ଡାଉନଲୋଡ ହେଇଗଲା, 1 ଟା ଡାଉନଲୋଡ ହେଇଗଲା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ହଁ।
ଏଗେନ୍
There
ଆଜି
is a
2 ଟା
mismatch.
କଲି।
There is a mismatch. I
ସେଠି
understand
2
your
ଲେଖା
concern.
ହେଇଛି। ହଁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି 2 ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ସେଠି, ମାତ୍ର ସେଟା 2
ହଁ।
ନଥିଲା 1 ଥିଲା। ଆଜି 2 ଟା ଡାଉନଲୋଡ କରିଛି, ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପଢିନି ତ ହେଡିଙ୍ଗ ଜାଣିଦେଲେ ମୁଁ କମ୍ପେୟାର
ମତେ
କରିଥାନ୍ତି ଯେ ମୁଁ ଠିକ ଠାକ
ମତେ କହିଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର କଣ କଣ ଅଛି?
ମୁଁ ତ ଏଥିରୁ ଡାଉନଲୋଡ କରିଛି ନା ସାର୍ ଲାପଟପରେ, ଏବେ ଲାପଟପ ଟାକୁ ଦେଖୁଛି ନା ମୁଁ, ସେଇଟା ଦିଟା କାମ କରିପାରିବାର ଜାଣିନି। ମାନେ ଲାପଟପ ରେ ମୁଁ ସାଇଟରେ କେମିତି ବୁକ୍ ଖୋଲି ପାରିବି, କେମିତି ଗ୍ରୁପ ଟା ଜଏନ
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା,
କରିପାରିବି।
ହଁ ଠିକ ଅଛି ଠିକ ଅଛି। ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଜଷ୍ଟ ଗୋଟେ ପେପରରେ ଲେଖିଦେଇକି ମତେ
ହଁ 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 ଓକେ ସାର୍।
ମୋ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ଆପଣ ମାନେ ନୋଟ କରନ୍ତୁ।
ଆପଣ ସାର୍ ଚାଟ ରେ
ଡବଲ
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନମ୍ବର ଟା
ହଁ
ମୁଁ
ଚାଟ ରେ
ଇଏରେ
ବି
ସେଭ୍
ହେଇପାରିବ, ବଟ୍ ଏଇଠି
ନାଇଁ
ଟିକେ
ଆପଣ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ସେୟାର କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଚାଟ ରେ ସାର୍, ହେଇପାରିବ ନହେଲେ କହିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ କହିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ହଁ 889555 889555
ୟେସ୍ ସାର୍।
1026। ଆପଣ ମାନଙ୍କର
88
ଯେତେବେଳେ ବି
ସାର୍
ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ
ଡବଲ
ହଉଛି
ଏଇଟ୍ ନାଇନ୍
କିଛି,
ଡବଲ ଫାଇଭ ଟ୍ରିପଲ ଫାଇଭ।
ନାଇଁ 555 1026।
ଓକେ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ ସାର୍।
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉଠି ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ ହଉ କିମ୍ବା ଥିଓରିର ହଉ ଯାହା ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହଉଛି, you can call me and ask. I will try to help. ଆଉ
ଓକେ
ବିଶେଷ କରି ଏକାଡେମିକ ମ୍ୟାଟର, ଆଉ ହୁଏତ ମୁଁ କେତେବେଳେ ଯଦି ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ଥିବି, କୋଉଠି ମିଟିଂ କନଫରେନ୍ସ କ୍ଲାସ କୋଉଠି ଥାଏ, ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଇମିଡିଏଟଲି ହୁଏତ ରେସ୍ପଣ୍ଡ କରି ନପାରେ, but later on I will call you back, get back to you. Okay,
ଓକେ
have
ସାର୍। ତ
patience. ତାପରେ
ମେସେଜ କରିପାରିବି ସାର୍?
ହଁ ହଁ, ମେସେଜ ଏଇଠି ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ମୋର ତ ରହିବ। ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ରେ ଆପଣ ଇଏ କରିପାରିବେ, ମେସେଜ କରିପାରିବେ।
ସାର୍ ଇଏ ଆପଣଙ୍କ
Just
ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ
introduce,
ନମ୍ବର ନା ସାର୍?
just introduce me first.
ୟେସ୍ ୟେସ୍
Sometimes a
ୟେସ୍
lot
ସାର୍।
of promotional messages and other things I get, and I'm not able to attend all of them. ତେଣୁ just introduce yourself, then you can
ୟେସ୍
tell your message. Any other question? Practical matter କିମ୍ବା theoretical matter ଯାହା ବି problem ଆସୁଛି, ଆପଣ ମାନେ feel free to ask, we are there. ଆମେ, ମୁଁ ଜାଣୁଛି personally କି social work subject ରେ ବହୁତ ସାରା problems ଅଛି, there is a shortage of professionals, and ଯଦିଓ professionals ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କ ମଧ୍ୟରୁ ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ଆମେ time ଦେଇପାରୁନା। There are many other concerns. Okay, many other concerns why students are sometimes demotivated about this. But I tell you, ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଗୁଡାକ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସୁଛି, ଯେହେତୁ ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି କି ଆମେ ଟେକ୍ନିକାଲି ଟିକେ equipped ଅଛୁ, ତେଣୁ if you ask, we can just deliver it just in one or two sentences. That's enough, and we can help you out in that case.
ସାର୍
Yes.
ଗୋଟେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜନ ସାର୍,
ହଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ଦିଟା ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ ପେପର ଅଛି ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ 45 ଡେଜ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ 30 ଡେଜ ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ଧର ଗୋଟେ କୌଣସି ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନ ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଆମେ ରହିବୁ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ, ଧର ଆମେ
ହଁ
ଭିଜିଟ କରିବୁ, ତ ସେଇଟା ସାର୍ ଭିଜିଟ ଆମର ଜୁନ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ନା ତାପରେ, ମାନେ କେମିତି ଆମେ ସେ ସବମିଟ କେତେବେଳେ କରିବୁ ସେ ପେପରକୁ?
ନାଇଁ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ମାନେ କାହାର ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ୱାନ ର
ଆମର ଦେର ପେପର 13 14 ଦିଟା ଅଛି ସାର୍।
ହଁ 13 14 ଅଛି। 13 ହଉଛି କଣ କଙ୍କରେଣ୍ଟ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ, ରାଇଟ?
ଏଥିରେ ସାର୍
13 ହଉଛି
ସୋସିଆଲ ୱାର୍କ
କଙ୍କରେଣ୍ଟ ଫିଲ୍ଡ
ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିକାଲ
ୱାର୍କ
ଲେଖା
ଯୋଉ
ହେଇଛି।
40 ଡେଜ ର,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ରାଇଟ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଆଗ କଙ୍କରେଣ୍ଟ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ ହବ। ଓକେ, ଆପଣ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
ସବମିଟ କେବେ କରିବେ ସେଇଟା ତ ଅଲଗା କଥା, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯୋଉ ଡେଟ୍ ଗୁଡାକ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କରେ ଜର୍ନାଲ ରେ ପଡିବ, ହଁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆପଣଙ୍କର
yes,
କାମ ଯୋଉଟା ହବ, ପ୍ରଥମେ କଙ୍କରେଣ୍ଟ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ ହେବା ଦରକାର, ତାପରେ ଯାଇକି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବ୍ଲକ ପ୍ଲେସମେଣ୍ଟ ହବା ଦରକାର। ଓକେ, ବ୍ଲକ ପ୍ଲେସମେଣ୍ଟ କିମ୍ବା ଇଣ୍ଟର୍ନସିପ ଯାହା ବି ହେଇଛି, ସେ ଯୋଉ 30 ଡେଜ ଟା ଲାଇକ ଜଷ୍ଟ ଇଣ୍ଟର୍ନସିପ, ଗୋଟେ ସଂସ୍ଥାରେ ରହିକି ଆପଣ ତାର ମୁଭମେଣ୍ଟ, ତାର ସବୁ ଇଏ ଗୁଡାକ ମାନେ ଅବଜର୍ଭ କରିକି ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ମେଥଡସ ଗୁଡାକୁ ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କରିବେ, ଯୋଉଟା ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସେଇ ବ୍ଲକରେ। ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଇୟର ପାଇଁ ମେ ବି ପ୍ରାଇମେରୀ ମେଥଡସ ଗୁଡାକ ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କୁହାଯାଇଛି, ଯୋଉଟା କେସ୍ ୱାର୍କ, ଗ୍ରୁପ ୱାର୍କ। ଆଉ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟରରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଫାର୍ଦର ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଅଦର ମେଥଡ ଗୁଡା, ରିସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ମେଥଡ ଗୁଡାକ ୟୁଜ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କୁହାଯାଇଛି। So you are supposed to do your block placement work after the journal. 40 days ର ଗୋଟେ ଜର୍ନାଲ ୱାର୍କ ହବ, ତାପରେ ସେଇଟା ବ୍ଲକ ପ୍ଲେସମେଣ୍ଟ ହବ। ତ ସବମିଶନ ଟା କେବେ କୋଉଟା କରାହବ ସେଇଟା ମ୍ୟାଟର ନୁହଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯୋଉ ଡେଟ୍ ୱାଇଜ ଯୋଉ ଡେଟ୍ ଯୋଉ ଗୁଡାକ ପଡିବ ଜର୍ନାଲ ରେ ଆଉ ବ୍ଲକ ପ୍ଲେସମେଣ୍ଟ ରେ, ବ୍ଲକ ପ୍ଲେସମେଣ୍ଟ ରେ ଯୋଉ ଡେଟ୍ ପଡିବ ସେଇଟା ଜର୍ନାଲ ପର ଡେଟ୍ ପଡିବା କଥା।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଠିକ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଅଛି।
ସାର୍। ବଟ୍ ଇଏ ସବୁ ଜୁନ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ହବା ଦରକାର ନା ଜୁନ ଆମ ପରୀକ୍ଷା?
ଜୁନରେ ପରୀକ୍ଷା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଇନ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପଲ, ଓକେ,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ୍ସ ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ଜୁନ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ହେବା କଥା, କିନ୍ତୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ବହୁତ ସମୟରେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ମାନେ ଇଭେନ ଆଇ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ନୋ ଦ ରିସେଣ୍ଟ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ମାନେ ବହୁତ ସମୟରେ ସବୁ ମାନେ ସବୁ ସେମେଷ୍ଟର ଛାଡି ମାନେ ସାରି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ ଟାକୁ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ କରିନଥାଉଛନ୍ତି, ସେଟାକୁ ପରେ କରୁଛନ୍ତି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
In
ସାର୍
that context, even beyond June, your work for any, ମୁଁ କହିବା କଥା, ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଯଦି ଜୁନ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ସାରୁଛନ୍ତି, well and good, that is very good, okay? ଯେତେ
ସାର୍
ଶୀଘ୍ର ସାରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଗୋଟେ କାମ ସରୁଛି, କୋର୍ସ ସାଇମଲଟେନିୟସଲି ସରୁଛି, ସେଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଜିନିଷ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ୱର୍ଷ୍ଟ କେସ ରେ ଆପଣ କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ କରିପାରି ନାହାନ୍ତି, ଫର ହ୍ୱାଟ ଏଭର ରିଜନ କରିପାରିନାହାନ୍ତି, then you can extend it up to stretch it up beyond June,
ସାର୍
okay? କିନ୍ତୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
earliest possible time ରେ ତାକୁ ସାରିଦେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର କୋର୍ସ ଟା ଠିକ ରେ ଚାଲିବ, ଆଉ ଆପଣ ଜଲଦି ସାରିପାରିବେ।
ସାର୍ ସାର୍ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ।
ହଁ, ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପ୍ରଥମ କାମ, ଯଦି ଆପଣ ସୁପରଭାଇଜର ନେଇନାହାନ୍ତି, ସୁପରଭାଇଜର ନେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ। କେତେ ଜଣ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସୁପରଭାଇଜର ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ତ ପଢଉଛନ୍ତି, ସେମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରୁ କିମ୍ବା ଯୋଉମାନେ ପଢଉନାହାନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରୁ ବି ଡେଟା ନେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ, ନେଇକି ସୁପରଭାଇଜର ନେଇକି ଫିଲ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କ ଟା ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
Any other questions, friends? Any other questions? Yes. To continue with, ମୁଁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ନେକ୍ସଟ ବ୍ଲକ ର ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରିଦେବି। ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଡିଟେଲ୍ସ ଆଡକୁ ବେଶୀ ଯାଇପାରୁନି ଆଜି ଏଇଥିପାଇଁ ଯେ କହିଲି ମୋର ସମ ଟେକ୍ନିକାଲ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଯୋଗୁ ତଥାପି ଆଉ ଟିକେ this is ମାନେ completely not out of the context to say that we have briefly discussed ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଟିକେ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ କୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଟିକେ ଓଭରଲୁକ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ଓକେ, ତ ଟିକେ ଦେଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ପଢନ୍ତୁ, ତାକୁ ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରନ୍ତୁ। ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଯୋଉ ଆମେ କାଉନସେଲିଂ କରୁଛେ ଆରାମସେ ଆପଣ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପଚାରି ପାରିବେ ଆଉ କ୍ଲାରିଫାଇ ହେଇପାରିବେ। କୋଉଠି ଯଦି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ରହିଯାଉଛି, କନସେପ୍ଟଟା ବୁଝିପାରୁନି, ବୁଝିପାରୁନା, ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ଏଇଠି କ୍ଲାରିଫାଇ କରିପାରିବା। କାରଣ ଏଇ ଚାନ୍ସ ଗଲା ପରେ ଆଉ କାହାକୁ ପଚାରିବେ? ଟିଚରଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରିବେ, ପର୍ସନାଲି ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲି ପଚାରିବା ଅଲଗା କଥା। କ୍ଲାସରେ ହେଲେ ସ୍ପେଶିଆଲି वी आर assigned for that work and it will be better for us in a greater हेलो
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
हाँ बहुत सारा प्रॉब्लम आज ही होची ठीक अच्छे सो मोबाइल ऑफ हो जाइतला मोर हाँ आउ कौन क्वेश्चन अच्छे ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ମୋର ଭିडिଓ ଇଏ କରୁଛି स्टूडेंट्स आउ कौन अच्छी डाउट एनी डाउट्स एंड क्लैरिफिकेशंस okay let's continue with some discussion for some time with regard to religious contribution okay first ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ଆମ ଦେଶରେ କେତୋଟି ମେଜର ରିଲିଜିଅନ୍ସ ଅଛି ମେଜର 5 there are 5 major religions ଆମ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଥିବା ଗ୍ରୁପ ରେ କେହି ନନ୍ ଓଡିଆ ଅଛନ୍ତି କି is there any non odia in this group now students I hope there is none okay all understand odia
Yes sir.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
ठीक है so we can even so that we can even speak in odia sometimes some of the terms it may you may find difficult to understand so what happened yes in india we have 5 major religions okay 5 major religions they are uh, hinduism islam then Christianity, then Buddhism, Jainism, then Sikhism. Okay, these are the major ones. There are also other this one religions, but these are the major ones, major 5 religions, 5 religions. Okay, who which are always considered while speaking about writing about this one religions and students let me give you some information I have there is a book in the name of Deepak Naik okay in Google you can go through that book download and go through the book in the class that we took today जोड़ा class रे discuss हला state and social work development in even मते लागुची आमे professional social work ऊपर भी अछि but बही प्राय 269 pages रो बही सेटा Google रे अछि author दीपक नायक मारले बारी आसीबो you can go through to understand even ଆପଣଙ୍କର जो ignore जो दिया ହେଇଛି विशेष करी the information about role of state in development of social work practice एटा टिके बहुत माने simplify ହେଇନି simplify and detail ହେଇନି ତେଣୁ you can go through my book in the Google ହେଲା ସେଠି ଆସିଯିବ पेज 96 रे देखि दियंतु ओके पेज 96 रे देखि दियंतु से डिफरेंट समय रे केमती किंग्स आउ अन्य माने केमती सोशल प्रैक्टिस पई सपोर्ट करतले से गुडा को सेठी अछि इवन रिलीजन कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ मेजर रिलीजन्स टू सोशल वर्क प्रैक्टिस भी सेठी मिली जिवो प्रोफेशनल प्रैक्टिस ऑफ सोशल वर्क भी मिली जिवो बहुत सारा जिनस सेठी अछि बेसिक कांसेप्ट ऑफ सोशल वर्क भी जदि बुझिया को चाहतो सेटा पढी परिबो हां जेतु एटा फ्री रे अछि यू कैन गो थ्रू द बुक हां easier ହବ ଯୋଉଟା ବୁଝି ପାରୁନ ସେଇଠି ଟିକେ ignore material language ଗୁଡାକ ଟିକେ ହାଇ ରହୁଛି। ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ଯୋଉ ଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ସୋସିଆଲ ୱାର୍କ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ ଯୋଉ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ଅଛି ଇଗ୍ନୋର ସେଇଥିରେ ସେଇଟା ତାଠାରୁ ମୁଁ ଯୋଉଟା ଲେଖିଛି ସେଇଟା ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବେଟର ରହିବ। ମାନେ ବେଟର ମାନେ ଇନଫର୍ମେଟିଭ ଆଉ ସିମ୍ପ୍ଲିଫାଇଡ ରହିବ। ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ ଦେଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ ଆହୁରି ବଢିଆରେ ବୁଝିପାରିବେ। ଓକେ, ଅଥର ଦୀପକ ନାୟକ ମାରିଦେଲେ ବାହାରି ଯିବ ହେଲା। ପେପର 8 ସେଟା ଉତ୍କଳ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟି ସେଟାକୁ ପକେଇଛି ସେଠି। ହଁ, ସୋ ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି ଆମର 5 ରିଲିଜନ୍ସ, ତା ଭିତରୁ ସେଇଟା କହିବାକୁ ଗଲା ବେଳେ ମୋର ମନେ ପଡିଲା ବହି କଥା। ତ 5 ରିଲିଜନ ସେଇଠି ଆମର ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ଟପ୍ ରିଲିଜନ ହଉଛି ମାନେ ପପୁଲେସନ ୱାଇଜ at least 82%, 83, more than 83% of people profess one religion, that is Hinduism. Okay, Hinduism among the major religions, 5 major religions, Hinduism stands to be number one as in terms of the population it holds. Okay, um this is Hinduism in India is called as the Sanatan Dharma. Okay, Sanatan Dharma, and very often it is also understood as this one, the source of human life. Okay, source of human life. It guides in most of the work of people in India. Okay, from historically through the ages, it has provided new directions, and it has really supported different kinds of development activities through the history uh, in yes, across the country. So, religion has a very significant role. Okay, significant role in the practice of social work. Before getting into the basic tenets of Hinduism and its relevance in social work practice, let me tell you, most of the religious, most of the social work, this one. Philosophies and principles are inspired by religion, whether that may be this one mainly Christianity or in the global context. In the case of India, Islamism or Islam. Okay, in the context of global this one this area of social work practice. Then in the context of India, Hinduism, of course. Then your Buddhism, that is in the context of India and many other neighboring and adjacent countries. Then of course Jainism and Sikhism. These are all having very important role in inspiring people to work for the needy and poor and people who are in suffering. Okay, love for fellow beings. Okay, helping others who are in need, and kindness to the people in helpless condition. All these philosophies are um, at the core of basic tenets of different religion, starting from Hinduism to Christianity, Islamism, Buddhism, Jainism, everywhere. All the tenets, if you go through the different basic tenets of all the religions, they speak one thing something very common in all the religion is uh, help others, help your neighbors. Okay, help. No religion speaks about hating human being. All the religions speak about loving human being. So philanthropy, the term comes from love for humanity. Okay, philanthropy. Philanthropy comes from philos plus anthrop. So philos means love, and anthrop means human being. Love human being. Love for human being. Philanthropy is very much associated with social work. Okay, all the non-governmental initiatives are done out of philanthropy, love for human being. So how I connect this with the contribution of religion is, religions, all the religions speak about love for human being. Okay, not about no religion speaks about hate for human being. So all religions speak and advocate for helping the people, those who are in need. You friend, another very important concept I speak to you today, that is definition of problem. How do you define problem? How do you look at problem? What is simple, in simplest term, what is a problem in the context of development? What is a problem? This is very important. As social work professionals, we have to this one understand that when needs are uh, not met, unmet needs. Okay, ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯେକୌଣସି ଗୋଟେ need, ହଁ, need fulfill ହଉନି, ସେଇଟା ହିଁ problem. Okay, our needs may be psychological, physical, biological, material, social, psychological. Okay, any one of them. Needs can be material means ଯେମିତି ଧାନ ଚାଉଳ, ଘର ଦ୍ୱାର, ଗାଡି ଘୋଡା, ଏଗୁଡାକ ସବୁ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ଜିନିଷ. ଯେତେବେଳେ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ନିଡ୍ ଗୁଡାକ ଫୁଲଫିଲ ନ ହୁଏ, ପଭର୍ଟି ଆସେ, ଆଉ ତାର ଅନ୍ୟ ସବୁ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଆସେ, ହଁ କି ନାଇଁ? ଏଜୁକେସନ ହେଇପାରିବନି, ହେଲ୍ଥ ଠିକରେ ଟ୍ରିଟମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଇପାରିବନି ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ନିଡ୍ ନହେଲେ. ଓକେ, ସୋ ତାପରେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ଆସିବ. Unmet needs are problems. Then when you speak about psychological need, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯଦି attitudinal problem, perceptional problem ଠିକ ଥିବ, ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଭଲ ରିଲେସନସିପ ରହିବ, ଅନ୍ୟମାନେ ବି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ହାର୍ମ କରିବେନି, ତେଣୁ ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କ ପ୍ରତି ଆପଣ ଅତି ଡିସେଣ୍ଟ ହେବେ, ଅନ୍ୟମାନେ ବି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପ୍ରତି ଡିସେଣ୍ଟ ହେବେ, ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଆପଣ ନର୍ମାଲି କରିପାରିବେ. You don't have any problem about organizing your activities. So there is less chance or no chance of problem. So psychological deficiencies ଯଦି ଅଛି, attitudinal problem ଅଛି, short temperament problem ଅଛି, କିମ୍ବା କୌଣସି ଜିନିଷକୁ ଶିଖିବାରେ, କ୍ୟାପଚର କରିବାରେ, ବୁଝିବାରେ problem ଅଛି, ତାହେଲେ that is related to psychology. So then that also creates problem when psychological need ଟା fulfill ହଉନି. Okay, psychological need ଟା କ'ଣ? Emotional need, emotional peace, ଆଉ love, care ଯଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମିଳୁନି, psychological problem ହବ. Attention ମିଳୁନି, then you are in depression, you are in emotional disparity, then problem comes. Okay, you are disturbed, blood pressure ବଢିବ, ବହୁତ ସାରା problem ହବ. ଆଉ social problem, ଯେତେବେଳେ you are not working or living in relation to other, ଆପଣଙ୍କର peer group ହଉ, ଆପଣଙ୍କର friends ହଉ, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ମା ହଉ, ବାପା ହଉ, ଆପଣଙ୍କର work place ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର employer ହଉ, କିମ୍ବା ଆପଣଙ୍କର colleagues ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ, ସ୍କୁଲରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର classmates ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ, ଏଇମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଯଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ରିଲେସନସିପ ଠିକ ହେଇପାରିଲାନି, ओके रिलेशनशिप बिल्डिंग प्रॉब्लम जदि रहिला सोशल अन्य मान को द्वारा आपण जदि डिग्निफाइड वे रे बिहेव हेई परलेने अन्य मान को द्वारा एक्सेप्टेड हेई परलेने दैट इज सोशल नीड जदि से सोशल नीड फुलफिल न होला दैट आल्सो लीड्स टू डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स different kinds because in the society we live through social relationship so that is a problem again when that need is not met city problem aramb hue okay so unmet needs are problem unmet needs are problems so social religion okay religion practices माध्यम religious practice religion ସବୁବେଳେ spiritual need ମଧ୍ୟ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ need ଆଉ it really looks after or takes care of many other kinds of need ଯଦି spiritual need କାରଣ ଆମେ culturally we are very much dependent on the philosophy of religions ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼େ ଜିନିଷ ଆମେ ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦଉ ଆଉ ଭଗବାନ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ଆମ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ବୋଲି ଆମେ ମନେ କରୁ ଓକେ ମନେ କରୁ maybe scientific or unscientific we are religious people we have religious association okay ତେଣୁ ପ୍ରତି କଥାରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ desperate level ରେ we link our action and reactions to religion ଆଉ religious guide କୁ India in Indian context particularly we have some aesthetic sense and India ର ମାନେ activity ଆଉ behavior ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କର activity ଆଉ behavior କୁ in the larger context religion ବହୁତ ଆଗରୁ ବହୁତ ମାତ୍ରାରେ influence କରିକି ଆସିଛି Vedic age re to life totally was controlled by Vedic principles. Vedas ଯେତେବେଳେ ଚାରିଟା ଯାକ ବେଦ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଥିଲେ ସେଇଗୁଡାକର ରେ ଯାହା ସବୁ ଲେଖା ଥିଲା ତାକୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ଲୋକ ପାଳନ କରୁଥିଲେ ସେଇଠି ଲେଖା ଥିଲା ଆମର ଋଗ୍ବେଦରେ ଗୋଟେ କଣ ସେଠି ମୋ ବହିରେ ମୁଁ ଲେଖିଛି ଚନ୍ଦ୍ରାକଣ ସୁକ୍ତ କଣ ଗୋଟେ ବହି ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ବେଦର ଗୋଟେ ଚାପ୍ଟର ଥିଲା ସେଇଠି ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି giving will exalt you to the heavenly peace those who give must sign ଚାଣ୍ଡାକ୍ୟ କଣ ସେଟା ହଁ ଚାଣ୍ଡକ୍ୟ ସୁକ୍ତ ନା କଣ ଗୋଟେ ବହି ଅଛି ସେଇଠି ଲେଖା ଅଛି ବେଦର ଗୋଟେ ଇଏ ସେଇଠି ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଯେ those who give must sign ଯୋଉମାନେ ଦାନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି they should sign they should always be happy they should be blessed God should make them always happy God them give them abundantly that is the belief okay that is the belief ଏମିତି ହିନ୍ଦୁ ମାନେ ଶାସ୍ତ୍ର ଗୁଡାକରେ you can see there are different this one verses both in this one Vedas and Puranas and different kinds of literatures that we have all are speaking about dealing with human problems human needs okay helping the poor helping the needy ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ସମୟରେ ଦେଖାଯାଏ beggars ମାନେ helpless ଲୋକମାନେ ଯାଇକି ମନ୍ଦିର ପାଖରେ ରୁହନ୍ତି there is a long standing tradition that people those who go to God usually are pious and spiritual and there is a belief also and there is a saying in Rig Veda that if you give others God will give you if you give others God will give you ଯଦି ତମେ ଅନ୍ୟର ଉପକାର କରୁଛ then ଈଶ୍ୱରଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ଆଶ୍ରା ମାନେ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ଆଶୀର୍ବାଦ ପାଇବ Tapare there is a concept of karma. Your karma decides your fate. If you are doing dharma or karma, then you are uh, uh, blessed by God intergenerationally. पर generation ମଧ୍ୟ ତମେ ମନୁଷ୍ୟ ଜନ୍ମ ପାଇବ, then you will reach the kingdom of God. ତେଣୁ ବହୁତ ସାରା ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପଲ୍ସ ଅଛି, ବହୁତ ସାରା ଗାଇଡଲାଇନ୍ସ ଅଛି ହିନ୍ଦୁଇଜମରେ, ଯୋଉଠି ଅନ୍ୟ ମାନେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଭାବରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅସୁବିଧାରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉମାନେ ପୁଅରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉମାନେ ହେଲ୍ପଲେସ୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କୁହାଯାଉଛି, ହେଲ୍ପ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କୁହାଯାଉଛି। ବହୁତ ସାରା ଯୋଉ ଲିଟରେଚର ଅଛି ହିନ୍ଦୁଇଜମରେ, ଯୋଉଠି ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନ୍ୟର ସେବା କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଆହ୍ୱାନ ଦିଆଯାଉଛି ଆଉ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମୋଟିଭେଟ କରାଯାଉଛି। So you can go through the material in detail and understand how different sections of different literature refer for social service in Hinduism. Hinduism re arm giving ta or giving this one support to the beggars is a very common practice. ଲୋକମାନେ ବହୁତ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ କଣ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି, ଦାନ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି। ଦାନ ଦକ୍ଷିଣା କନସେପ୍ଟ in Indian context, in the context of Hinduism is very strong. Okay, dana dakshina, people in the ancient days used to give different even Ramadan. They used to work for other people in agricultural field. Jodi ମୋର ଦାନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କିଛି ନାହିଁ, then I have to go and work in his field to help him for yielding crop. That was known as Ramadan. It is very common in Hinduism. Okay, Hinduism. Then of course, now a lot of things have changed in Hinduism under different associations have development, like developed, like Krishna Conscious Association, International Association of Krishna Conscious, ISKCON, and your Sai Mathas. Okay, Sai Mathas, they have expanded and organized their activities. Hindus in India, we have expanded and organized more of our social work activities. Okay, under this one Sai Trust, lot of this one the lot of work are being done as a part of social work to help the poor for education, for rehabilitation, for health treatment, free health treatment of the chronic diseases. Okay, medical counseling, health counseling, educational counseling, social counseling, all are provided. Okay, all are provided under different Hindu associations. Okay, Hindu associations, and in the line of education also, there are different organizations working on development and solving human problems. This is how social Hinduism has a tremendous impact on the practice of social work in India. Okay, so friends, we will continue in the next class. I hope to take care of this laptop and come back to you with a better visibility for you. I'm sorry for the technical issues with. So still, I may take some questions from you. If you have any questions for at least 1 minute, I'm with you now. 1 minute. ଆଉ କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ଯଦି ରହିଛି ଏବେ ମନେ ପଡିଛି, then you can ask me. ଆଉ ଆଶା କରୁଛି କାଲି ଆମେ ଟିକେ ହୋମୱାର୍କ କରିକି ଆସିବା, ଟିକେ ପଢିକି ଆସିବା ଯେମିତି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବିଶେଷ କରି କାଉନସେଲିଂ କ୍ଲାसेସ୍ ଗୁଡାକରେ ଏଇ କ୍ଲାसेସ୍ ଗୁଡାକରେ ଆମେ ପେଜ ୱାଇଜ କିମ୍ବା ଲାଇନ ୱାଇଜ ଆମେ ଯାଇପାରିବାନି, କାରଣ ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଥିବେ ଦେର୍ ଇଜ ଏ ହ୍ୟୁଜ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ଫର ଦିସ୍। ସୋ ଆମକୁ ପ୍ରିସାଇଜଲି ବ୍ରିଫଲି କେତେଟା ଜିନିଷ କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରିକି ଯିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। ଓକେ, ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ଏବେ ଜାଣିଲେ ପ୍ରଫେସନାଲ ସୋସିଆଲ ୱାର୍କ କଣ, ଏଇଭଳିଆ କିଛି ଟେକ୍ନିକାଲ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କହିକି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବାଟ ଦେଖେଇଦବୁ, ଆପଣ ବେଟର ବୁଝିପାରିବେ ପଢିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଯେ ହଁ ପ୍ରଫେସନାଲ ମାନେ ଏଇଟା, ହଁ ଆଉ କିମ୍ବା ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ମାନେ ଏଇଟା, ସୋସିଆଲ ୱାର୍କ କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ସଟରେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହଉଛି ଏଇଗୁଡାକ ରିଲେଟ କରିପାରିବେ ଆପଣ। ଆମେ ଲାଇନ ବାଇ ଲାଇନ ଏଠି ପଢିପାରିବାନି। ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଏନି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍? नो क्वेश्चन? हालिया ହେଇଗଲୁଣି ଆମେ, ଥକି ଗଲେଣି?
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍।
ହଉ, ତାହେଲେ ରହିବା। सी यू इन द क्लास टुमारो।
नमस्कार सर।
हाँ नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर। आज्ञा।